Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you about the workout blocks. I had a couple questions myself, so I had to ask some people in another group that I'm in before I wanted to go live and share with you guys just really what this means. And this is really, really important to your success in terms of getting the results you want in terms of losing weight. So we all know that 80% of our results come from nutrition. So we want to make sure that we are really focusing in on these workout blocks because this is timed nutrition. And this is something that people don't tend to do. I know a lot of times people do not eat before your workouts. I was that person too. I would just, have a cup of coffee, have my pre-workout, my Energize, and then I would go to my workout. And according to Autumn, who is the nutrition expert in this program, that's not good for you. It kind of makes me think a little bit about keto and people who do fasting. You know, they think that you tap into your other energy resources or sources in your body in terms of burning fat and things, but according to Autumn, that doesn't work. And I don't know about you guys, but I've seen the results from people who are doing this, and they're just getting really awesome results. So I want to be one of those people, so I'm going to follow her guidance. So anyway, I won't go too much into that, but I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about this. So I printed mine last week. I printed my workout block sheet in black and white, which was actually a bad idea because sometimes I can't see some of the containers over here. So I'm going to go over that with you a little bit and let you know that you can access this in your Beachbody On Demand page under the program materials. So if you click on a little obsess for this one in particular, then you can actually see all of the nutritional information that you'll need under the meal plan. So for this workout block, this is the example that they give, which is Plan A. So this is the 1,200 to 1,499 calorie range, which is barely what I made it into. I think I was like at 1,493 with my calorie base when I did the math. And I was like, oh my God, I thought for sure I was going to be out of it, which is a little scary, but yet, I want results. So I'm going to do it according to what it is. And since I've made it under 6 calories there, I'm going to do this. So it's a little less containers. But actually, I felt really good yesterday. I was a little tired, but that was about it. So anyway, talking about the block and the workout block, what that means is that there's a 4 to 5 hour window you're going to be doing your pre-workout, your pre-workout meal, your pre-workout, your workout, and then your post-workout supplement, which is the Recover or the chocolate Recover or the orange Recover, and then your post-workout meal. So this all happens within 5 hours. So it takes a little bit of planning. And so I've kind of, I'm not working until, in about 2 weeks, I actually will go back to work. So I'm going to have to readjust this a little bit based on what I need. But I want you guys to think about what you're going to need as well. And so diving right into this, if you guys look at the sheet, which this is, actually it's not backwards, cool. So this is your timing, this is your meals, and these are your containers. It's definitely better in color. But 60 to 90 minutes before your workout, you want to take your pre-workout meal. This is the biggest shift for a lot of people, but it's, I felt actually great through my workout. I didn't feel fatigued. I felt like I could really push through, which was really good. Your pre-workout meal, my recommendation, what I'm doing is I'm taking the Shakeology. So if you're looking online at the 80-day Obsession meal plan, you'll see your containers over here, what you need. It's black, and obviously it's black and white, but it's actually stands for 1 red, 1 green, and 1 yellow, and then 1 teaspoon. So what that means, and what I just learned, was that 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, which is what I use for my shakes, is considered 1 teaspoon. I believe you do not want to do that more than once a day. So like with my second shake, which was my Recover, I just put water in it, and it tasted great. But with Shakeology, I do like meals. I do like milk products, and I don't really drink very much dairy, so almond milk is a perfect substitute for that. So going back over that again, your pre-workout meal is, I did Shakeology, so I did my vegan chocolate, and then I also did 1 green, which if you look at the pages, which is also in your meal plan, I highlighted everything that I liked under each container. So for the green, the thing that I really like is you can use Shakeology's Boost, which is the greens. Let me actually grab it really quickly. So this is the Power Greens Boost, and it just comes in a powder too, but it's really just a condensed kind of formula of all natural healthy greens that you probably wouldn't want to eat otherwise. I mean, I don't want to eat like spirulina and stuff. That tastes nasty. Even kale. I'm not even a kale fan. But and again, this is no artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, or preservatives. This is very good for you. So what I did for this morning was I did 1 scoop of my vegan chocolate Shakeology. I did 2 scoops considered one green in the program. So I did 2 scoops of this in my shake. And then since I was a little unsure about the teaspoon versus the yellow, I had counted my almond milk as my yellow. And so that's what I was thinking was my yellow. And then I left the teaspoon out. Actually, earlier today, I was like, when I was looking back over this, I'm like, shit, I suck at this. Like, this is so new for me, so I'm learning as I go. But what I had today was my red, my green, and then I had one of my teaspoons. I get 3 of those a day, so I had 1 of those, so I have 2 left. So I actually missed a yellow this morning, but that's okay. So tomorrow, what I will probably do is either actually eat something from the yellow containers, because I thought that my almond milk would fall under my yellow. So I'm probably going to have something, one thing that a lot of people do is they'll actually put oatmeal in their shake. And since we're eating 60 to 90 minutes before our workouts, for me, eating a big meal doesn't really sound exciting, but I understand the importance of it, so I want to make this work. So what I'll probably do tomorrow is do a scoop of my vegan Shakeology. I will do 2 scoops again of the Power Boost greens here, and then I'm going to do that yellow container filled with oatmeal. And then I'll also do my almond milk, which will count for my teaspoon. That gives me my pre-workout meal. And I blend that all up in the blender with some ice, and it's good. It's actually, today I was surprised with the 2 scoops. I thought it was going to be kind of earthy tasting, and it was actually really, really good. So that is workout 1. Now, with the timing of this is also important. So you have 60 to 90 minutes before you exercise to eat. So what I do is what I've been doing is on my Fitbit, which I need to turn my workout off here. If you have a Fitbit, I highly suggest doing this, but the timer on here is great. If not, set a timer on your phone. But what I did was so as soon as I started drinking my shake, I set my timer for 60 minutes. And so 60 minutes went by, which means I still have technically a 30-minute window before I need to do my workout. And again, I'm not working right now. I'm off for the holidays for about 2 weeks. So I can actually do this right now. And again, I'll have to readjust once I go back to work. So what I did was after my 60-minute timer went off, I went and had my pre-workout. Because what it says on the time block is 20 to 30 minutes before your workout, you need to have your Energize. So technically, I could start drinking my Energize 30 minutes after I had my post-workout meal, but that's just because I'm kind of, again, my time isn't crunched right now. I'm not on a real time schedule. So at 60 minutes, I started drinking my Energize, and then that still put me within that, window of getting my workout in. So I'm a slow drinker, and I was doing a little bit of work with my groups and stuff. So I think I actually started working out. It was right about 80 to 90 minutes after I had that first meal. So again, I used my timer, and even after I started drinking my Energize, I set a timer on my phone to make sure that at least if 30 minutes went past, I wouldn't go over that window, because I didn't want to lose what the Energize does for us, which is give us that boost. So anyway, that's what I did. So again, plan and set some timers and figure out what works for you. If you work out at 6 a.m., technically you're going to need to get up at least 5 to have that meal, right? You're going to need to have that first meal. So I actually use my really big purple container because I don't use that one till later in the day. And I actually just went ahead last night, put in my scoop of Shakeology, put in my scoop of greens, and I was kind of already ready to go. So tomorrow I'll do the same, but I'll put in my oatmeal too, so that all I can do is just dump it into my blender. Don't have to think about it, make it easy as possible. The other thing is, if you have this supplement, I'm actually just ran out, but the Beachbody Performance Hydrate here is actually really good. It replaces all those electrolytes you use when you're sweating and you're working out. I actually think it tastes really good, but I don't know about you guys. I have, if I ever drank Sunny Delight or orange juice, I get kind of like a thickness in my mouth that I don't particularly like. It actually makes me thirstier. And I notice with some of those lemon type of products, and this one is one of those, it kind of makes me do that. So I feel like it defeats the purpose a little bit for me, even though I really like it and I did feel better. I just wanted to share that with you. Not that I won't drink it anymore, but I just find more benefit out of the Energize. So that's just me. But I highly recommend trying it because it is a very good product. And it's funny, my son does wrestling and, of course, sports and stuff. And he's like, why is everybody drinking Pedialyte? And I'm like, well, the Pedialyte is because you replace those electrolytes that you lose during sweating. And he's like, oh, I'm like, well, I've got this Hydrate here. It does the same thing, and it's probably a little better than Pedialyte. Probably doesn't have as much processed stuff in it. So anyway, he actually liked it. He said he did really good, and he felt a lot like he had a lot more energy and stamina. So okay, so that is, you know, I had put my times over here on a work day. This is my schedule. So anyway, you obviously drink your Hydrate while you're working out, and then within 30 minutes after your workout, so 30 minutes after your workout, that doesn't mean at 30 minutes after your workout, you want to make sure that you have your post-workout, which is your Recover. So there's chocolate Recover, there's orange Recover. I personally like chocolate. I'm a girl, whatever, you know what I mean. So what I did today, because you have your post-workout, which does not count as a container. That was something that I needed to clarify for myself. So when you have that, your actual Recover, it does not count, even though it's a protein, and it's a whey protein or a vegan protein, a plant-based protein, it does not count towards one of your reds. So that's really important to note. But you also need to have a purple with that. So what I did was I took half of a banana, I threw it in with my chocolate Recover with 8 ounces of water and about 4 ice cubes, and I blended it up, and it was so good. It was really, really good. So I had that within 30 minutes of my workout. So I wanted to make sure I had that almost gone after 30 minutes, you know, after 30 minutes had passed. So if I ended my workout at 9 a.m., I wanted to make sure by 9:30 that I was done with my chocolate Recover shake. So that's that part. And then now I'm kind of in the phase where I'm waiting a little bit. So I set my timer again after I finished my my chocolate Recover. And so 1 to 2 hours after my workout and after my post-workout, I am going to make sure that I have a meal. So you're going to have, so this is kind of similar to the morning. So you're going to have 1 red, 1 green, 1 yellow, and 1 teaspoon, which is, you know, if you really wanted to, you could have the same shake, but I don't recommend that. I recommend getting some food in your belly. It's really good to eat. Your body's probably used to the act of chewing, and so don't let yourself deprive yourself of that act, because I don't want you to get like bored and again, it feels somewhat like a deprivation. So definitely make sure that you're trying to eat some food. Do not overcomplicate this. I mean, if you think about it, a post-workout meal is 1 red, so that's 1 protein, 1 yellow, so that's 1 carb, 1 green, so that's a vegetable, and then it's 1 teaspoon. So you could just don't overthink it. If you want to make, a lot of people I saw are doing like egg casseroles, so they're doing their eggs, which would be their protein. They're doing putting spinach in it, or broccoli, or green peppers and onions, because those are all your vegetables. You can even mix it if you wanted to do. Fill up your container, your green container, fill it up halfway with onions, fill it up with mushrooms, fill it up with all kinds of chopped vegetables, and like cook that in with your eggs. That's your 1 green. So don't overthink it. It is kind of, I mean, I'm an overthinker, so I'm just telling you this because from experience. But, and then you could even put a potato in there if you wanted to put that in your casserole or in your own, you know, individual serving. You can, you know, do sweet potatoes. You can put in, you know, some quinoa or something if you'd rather do that. So those are just super easy ways. And if you want to get your teaspoons in, put some butter in it. You can do 1 teaspoon of butter in with that. So just again, don't overthink it. Think about ways you can mix things in together without having to, you know, bog yourself down. So that is the workout block that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I know it's been kind of almost 15 minutes here, so I don't want to take up too much more of your time, and this mama's got lots of stuff to do. But if you guys have questions, please reach out, because I had questions. And I wanted to clarify for myself and for you guys. So I'm going to hop off here. But again, like I said, if you guys have questions, please feel free to reach out. You can find me on my Fitness with Jessica page. Send me a private message. Most of you have my phone number. You can text me. So at any rate, just reach out and let's get this figured out together. So have a great day, guys. Bye.